Welcome to the Prime Patio video on our wire connectors. This video will focus on teaching you how to successfully use our wire connectors. Prime Patio wire connectors are the perfect solution for your patio lighting wiring needs. These waterproof connectors will protect your connections from the elements, allow for a clean and professional install, and help you truly customize your lighting installation. This will definitely set you apart as a professional installer. Now, let's introduce you to the three small but mighty Prime Patio connectors. Each of the connectors can be used on both 12 and 120 volt wire. If you do end up using 120 volt for your installation, be sure to follow proper electrician guidelines and regulations. We have three different connectors: the straight connector, the T-shaped connector, and last but certainly not least is the cross-shaped connector. These connectors blend in with the wire and they fit nicely on the round patio wire, making for a professional and clean looking installation. They're also waterproof, which creates a safer, longer lasting installation. Let's take a look at a previous Prime Patio installation without connectors. It looks okay, but when you take a closer look, the installer did a pretty good job of making connections, but it still looks a little patched together. Plus, the connections may wear over time and water may enter. This isn't what we want to happen. Now take a look at the difference using T and straight connectors for the same job. Now we have watertight, clean connections that create a professional installation. This is what your next patio lighting installation could look like. Let's talk more about how the connectors allow flexibility and true customization in your design. When designing light patterns, you might be limited as to what you can do with just bulbs, wire, and installation kits. However, when you add a few connectors to the equation, the job gets a lot more feasible. These are just a few of the patterns that are made easier with the connectors. On options 1 and 3, you could use the straight connectors or the T-shaped connectors to ensure a clean, professional-looking installation. Option number 2 is perfectly positioned for you to use the cross-shaped connector. I mean, have you ever seen a more perfect match? Let's take a look at a couple more options here. With option 4, you can use the straight connectors to make a clean splice or to add on to an existing patio wire layout for a longer run. You can also use the straight connector to repair patio wire that in some ways was damaged without having to replace the entire length of patio wire, saving both time and cost. In option 5, you can use a mix of straight, T, and cross connectors to do a truly random or custom layout. Installation is simple when using the connectors. Let's break it down. 1. Cut the wire where the connection will be. 2. If the 24-inch spacing needs to be maintained, cut out about 3/4 inch of the patio wire for the straight connector or 1/3/8 inch of the T and cross connectors. 3. Remove 3/4 inch to 1 inch of the outer insulation jacket from each end of the wire. 4. Strip 1/4 inch to 3/8 inch of the two conductor wires. 5. Slide the two plastic nut/sealing parts onto the wire. 6. Loosen the screws on the centerpiece enough to allow the wire to fit. Do not remove the screws completely. 7. Twist the end of the two wires and insert into the fitting. Tighten the screws securely. 8. Thread on the two nuts to tighten and seal the connection. Hand tighten only. And 9. Repeat steps 3 through 8 on the other ends. Be sure that wire colors line up in the fittings, brass to brass or nickel to nickel. Keep it consistent throughout the installation. Now that you've seen how the Prime Patio connectors can take your installation to the professional level, make sure to use them on your next patio lighting job.